hello and welcome. Today we are having not what I planned. Chicken parmigiana, cheesy mashed potato and beans. We almost had what I was going to make. Then I got talking to my daughter, lost track of time, and it got burnt. Now see, that's not a major issue, but me having to rehash and tell you that I burnt the fucking dinner wasn't a problem. I thought, well, I could just do it again another time. So that was the spag bowl. I burnt all the cheesy garlic bread and the tomato and mozzarella pastry parcels. The spag bowl wasn't burnt, but it was out of date and it had just a slight pong. So probably wouldn't have made me ill anyway had I had it. But yeah, it was just, it wasn't meant to be, right? So like I said, I was talking to my girl. But anyway, like I said, that didn't piss me off. Everything was fine. And then just out of nowhere, something, you know, something triggered. And I'm just pissed off. And it honestly isn't the food. Because look, there's other food. I think it's a combination of things. And I didn't realise it was going to happen, but it happened. Oh my god, I'm actually going to cry. This is ridiculous. Well, when I say I'm pissed off, I'm not pissed off. It's just like a balloon deflating. Like, you know, I've just been zapped of all, like, oomph. It's to do with life, right? Oh yeah, this little puddle here is butter. I want the choice. I'm not in a good frame of mind to film. Not that I'm necessarily always cheery or cheerful when I upload anyway, because it's not really my normal disposition. But I mean, although I am, I'm just not outwardly like cheery, because that's fake as fuck, right? So I'm not in a good place right now, because I'm not myself. But I think it's just something to talk about, so I'm going to talk about it. And it's not even a big deal or anything. Right, well, let me tell you what started it. So I do know what triggered it. Tell me when. Yeah. So I do know what started it. And like I said, it really was a combination of things. So I watched a lady on YouTube, her channel. Her name is Kim. And the channel's called The Wads. I don't know if any of you watch it. Just a mum. She's got 4 kids. She just does homey stuff, housework, cooking, hauls, that sort of thing. But she's, and you know, there's so many of those kind of channels out there. But she's just so fucking hyper all the time. ADHD, I'm sure. But anyway, I find her really interesting and funny, so I watch her. When I had young kids, you know, life is kind of manic like that. Although I don't think I was as crazy as her. But anyway. So anyway, she was pregnant with her 5th child, and she's just had her 5th baby. And so she's got 3 girls and 1 boy. Let's take a bite, because you're probably all thinking, will you shut the fuck up and eat? But yeah, I do need to talk. Let's put a bit of butter on there, shall we? Why not? Cheers. This is the 2nd time I've had the chicken parmigiana since the 1st time. I mean, I almost burnt the bloody parmigiana. Yeah. Chicken, boring as fuck. Doesn't taste. Man, this should have been done with pasta, man. What the hell? Anyway, like I said, this wasn't even a planned meal. It's just not a whole lot of choice. that was better. So let me tell you, so she's just had her 5th baby. The birth video came out today. And she didn't know the gender of the baby. She never finds out until the birth, right? And so she's got 3 girls, 1 boy. Anyway, this is not a spoiler. Even if you watch it, you know, it'll be probably a week by now since it's been out. But yeah, she had a boy, which is lovely. So it was watching her give birth, right, in the shower. This was a much more intense labour for her out of them all. And normally her labours are so fucking, they're so easy. You're just like, excuse me, because I've had 6, as you know. And anyway, it got me thinking about why mine was so bloody bad. When I say bad, like, it's just, I had natural births with all mine, with 4 of mine, sorry, 2 were C-section. Right, I had gas and air, that was it. And that was always what I wanted. But I was so young and stupid when I had my kids. I didn't know how to advocate for what I wanted, what I really wanted. So natural birth was what I wanted, and that's what I got. But you know, like the use of oxytocin or pitocin or whatever it's called, which makes your contractions stronger, that was just like a given. Every time I went in, I thought it was like the done thing. So it's like I never really made an informed decision on that, and that's why my bloody labours were so painful. Labour is painful, but I mean traumatic, in a traumatic way. Like, by the time I was pregnant with my youngest, the 6th one, I was gripped with fear about giving birth. And it's only over the years that I realise it's because of that oxytocin. You know, it makes your contractions stronger, much more stronger, unnaturally stronger, and more intense, I suppose, a bit faster. Yeah, I mean, I just think that's terrible. As a given, I mean, what is the need for it? If the baby's in distress, what is the reason that's given? It feels like it's just to rush along, get you through the birth. So anyway, yeah, so I think that triggered me much more than I realised, because I was thinking about that. But anyway, I was still like, okay. So her birth, it was all such a feel-good moment. And, you know, it was just great. Great video. But like I said, it got me thinking about my births and stuff. And how I wish mine had been better. I wish I hadn't been so bloody young. And so green. But anyway, so then that happened, and I was alright. I was getting ready to do a mukbang. I think the star of the meal today, well, the stars will be these 2. I'm not feeling this. I don't know why. I have no idea why. Well, so, like I said, I was in the zone to film my dinner. And, because I have to get into a zone to be able to film. You know that. And it's not easy getting in front of this camera. Because one, you're talking to a camera. Yeah. Hello? Oh, I didn't realise she was here. I can't go anywhere with that bloody cat. She surprised me the other day, actually. Yeah, so... yeah, it's hard to get in front of the camera. Let me give you an example of how hard. I mean, there's probably 10, 15 photos that exist of me as an adult. That's it. Anyway. See, I'm a mess. I'm literally all over the place. So, after the watching the WODs and the wonderful birth, my daughter showed me a tattoo that she wants to get. It's her first tattoo. She's 24. It's her first tattoo, and she's been planning it for about 2 years, like deciding what she wants it to reflect, and really the design. She didn't really know what she wanted, so it's a group of things that she's got all together, and she's got an artist to draw it, and so yeah, he's finished the drawing, and she was showing me that. I didn't realise how bloody big it was, first of all. So basically she wants eventually a full sleeve, so this is like a half sleeve, so it's going to go all up here and in the arm, like the whole upper arm, right? So it was really hard to wrap my head around what I was actually looking at and appreciating her design, and the discovery that she was having a half sleeve, because I had no idea. I thought she just wanted to get a tattoo. I mean, I didn't show any of this. I mean, obviously she doesn't know the inner turmoil as I'm talking to her, because obviously I wanted to be like encouraging and, you know, enthusiastic about her final design, you know. But I feel like it's kind of dropped on me a bit. Well, anyway, when you go for a tattoo, I'm pretty sure tattoo artists don't do big ones straight away. I thought they want you to have like a smaller one first to see how you fare, see whether you really want it, that sort of thing. Like baby steps to some degree. So I did anyway. I said that to her. She was like, no. So that's a massive tattoo. I just think I just need to adjust to it. It's not like she's rushed into this. She hasn't. So I was wrapping my head around that, and of course that's what made me burn the dinner. Of course, you know, just went out of my head. And so then, because I realised, oh my god, the food. The conversation with my daughter was over, and I'm not really eating, am I? Sorry. Was over prematurely. So then you're left feeling, well, did she have more to say? Did I have more to say? You know. So after that, you know, those sort of things that hit you, you can kind of brush them off, right? You know, process them and, you know, go work through them and you know, even things back out again. Because I think that tattoo stunned me more than I realised. It's a really nice tattoo, by the way. I just don't really want a tattoo on her arm. I think that's what it is. And such a huge one. I suppose that's the crux of it all. Well, that's my problem. It's her body, her right. So really I just need to adjust to it, right? And I will. And it really is my issue because my son, one of my sons has a half sleeve tattoo. and I didn't have any issues with that. So really, what I'm feeling like a gender thing, I guess. I really don't know. I don't know. I just feel a bit more protective of her having that on there, of her not having it, which is ridiculous because I have 2 tattoos. Double standards. So yeah, anyway, I obviously I support her. I support all my kids and what they do. I just think it's the shock of it. I think that's what's throwing me. And yeah, I mean, you know, if I'm honest, I don't want her to have the tattoo. I don't want to have a sleeve tattoo. But you know, that is my problem, and it's okay that I feel that way, as long as I don't make her feel bad about it. Anyway, but which obviously I would never do. Yeah, so anyway, that's what I'm saying. I think going down memory lane of my births and the regret and the anger I feel over my ignorance, which can't be helped, I was young, about oxytocin. Who in their right minds would agree to that? Unless it's absolutely essential. Yeah, I just feel like the oxytocin thing wasn't really a choice. That it was like a done thing, an automatic thing, without really being informed what it really meant. So my labours were unnecessarily more agony than a birth should be, you know. Yeah, so after everything, I don't know, I was just like zapped. Oh, you fuck off. So that's what kind of put me in the mood. So, but initially it was like, you know, absolute shock. And then I was just angry at myself because of my mood. And that's where the anger is. Anyway. But the whole time I was feeling that way, I wasn't sure exactly why. Well, I was just feeling, my God, I had no life in me. But yeah, I think it was all those things. And probably the burnt dinner as well, maybe. Although, yeah. So the birth thing is, when it's done, there's nothing that can be done about it. Stop scaring me, cat. And my daughter's tat. Don't know if I'll eat this. I actually tasted the mozzarella. I wonder if she told me about it was going to be a sleeve. I didn't know. Or I wasn't listening maybe. I thought something on her lower back or hips. You know, as a first tattoo. Do you know what I mean? As a first. But she's going all in. Bloody half sleeve. Well, when she gets it done, I'll show you a picture of it as I've spoken about it now and explain the story behind it, and also I think I'll show you my son's half sleeve. So she's going up here as a half to begin with. He went down here as a half to begin with. What's he got? He's got like an angel on there. Queen of Hearts, no, Ace of Hearts, because my mum, in honour of my mum, she loved to play cards. We do as a family, not for money. You know, we just do as a family, we play cards. More than even board games. Pardon me. And he's also got H written here. Which is nice. No, I'm done with that. Alright, chicken. If I wasn't on camera right now, I'd be spitting it out. Eat that cheese. Not even the best cheese. She's a miserable bitch today. That mash is good. Oh. There you go, everything that's pissing me off is out. Now I can appreciate the food. or enjoy the food. Cheesy mash. Best thing ever. I don't need any more beans. Okay, I'm going to need a bit of juice. Mmm. You can never have too much butter, and you can never have too much cheese. Oh, that fucking cheese was shit. It was so, to me, it didn't taste anything like the first Parmigiano I had. So, nothing. I think once I got a flavour of the mozzarella, no, the salsa. It might have just seen better days. It might just be a bit too old. I mean, the expiry date was today. So if my dinner hadn't burned, it might have gone in the bin, especially as it's chicken, but who knows. But I don't think I'll be buying that again for a long time. I think this will be the last one, because I go through waves of enjoying it, and I'm just like, I'm still a little bit like that, but a lot better than I was. So nice though. That was very nice. Well, I might be able to finish it after all. The mash, at least. You know what I'm going to do? If I don't perk up an hour after eating this, I'm going to have an iced coffee. Yeah. Anyway, it's one of those days where I feel in such a way that I definitely can't get in front of a camera unless I talk about it, in which case that will probably make me cry, which it very nearly did at the very beginning, trying to talk, because I don't normally talk anyway. Right, well, not our typical video. Sorry about that. I'm sorry and I'm not sorry. Right, well, that's it. Mash was fantastic. The beans and mash at the beginning was very nice. And then just the cheesy mash on its own with a bit of sauce. Great. Divine. Other than that, that's about it. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.